I have two now.
Oh, there's that.
Will you give me a photo and a text message because I have many things on my mind.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily remember.
Mind calm, body at ease, breathing quiet, sentiment benevolent. Dharma friends, sitting still in vital silence, wanting nothing, we practice eco-Buddhism together. The sound of the temple bell booms for all to cease from conflict. May the way of Buddha usher in the dawn of non-violent global village forever. Here is the after sound of a bell. Thunder of silence, light after Dharma rain. Amoga. Varochana Mahamudra. Mani Padme Jvala Pravartaya.
Please take a moment to care for your mats and cushions, and then stand for the chanting of the 3 refuges. So in keeping with our tradition, we will first take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha in Sino-Korean, and then a second time in English, so you have some idea of the meaning. So even if you don't know the words, just throw your voice in with the sound. I go for refuge to the Buddha.
I go for refuge to the Buddha.
And resolve with all beings.
And resolve with all beings.
I will cultivate a heart of enlightenment.
I will cultivate a heart of enlightenment.
And realize the great way.
And realize the great way.
I go for refuge to the Dharma.
I go for refuge to the Dharma,
and resolve with all beings.
and resolve with all beings.
I will penetrate the teachings
I will penetrate the teachings,
and uncover oceans of wisdom.
and uncover oceans of wisdom.
I go for refuge to the Sangha
I go for refuge to the Sangha,
and resolve with all beings.
and resolve with all beings.
I will seek peace and happiness for the many
I will seek peace and happiness for the many,
and transform this world into Buddha lands unimpeded.
and transform this world into Buddha lands unimpeded.
Please return to your places for another shorter period of meditation. Just taking a moment to check in with our posture. At ease yet alert. Seat bones in contact with the earth. Shoulders in line with hips. Ears in line with shoulders. A slight lift to the breastbone. A slight tuck to the chin, allowing the spine to lengthen through the crown of the head. Staring down the bridge of the nose. Eyes are relaxed and half open. Hands in the meditation mudra, left fingers on top of right, thumbs lightly touching, uniting the left and right sides of the body. And as you listen to the sound of the bell, going to your meditation practice, counting the breath, a wadu practice, or whatever your practice may be. Please join me in some simple stretches, warming the hands. And traveling the fingertips around the perimeter of the face. Coming now to the top of the head, massaging the top of the head in a line down to the back of the skull, where you find a little bony spot. And then tugging on the earlobes. Stretching up and folding forward. And to the left. Clasping the hands at the lower back, drawing the shoulder blades down and together, and then leaning forward. Twisting the spine from the base all the way up through the neck, eyes traveling over the left shoulder. And to the other side. Making circles now 3 times to the right and 3 times to the left. The breath is slow and fluid. Please sit comfortably. Oh, thank you. I always forget the microphone. Can you hear me? It doesn't sound very loud, does it? How's that? Okay. So beginning with a line from a poem that just came to me a couple of days ago via the internet by a poet named K.A. Hayes. Make us the brightness bent through shade, the thing or rush of things that makes an opening a way. When I was thinking about this talk a few weeks ago, I had a different topic in mind. And then there was a shooting in Buffalo a couple of weeks ago and a shooting this week in Texas. And so many people that I've talked to this week had so much grief and anger and confusion. And so it feels important to acknowledge what has happened in the last couple of weeks. I was a senior in high school when the shooting at Columbine High School happened, and I remember watching it on the television in our afternoon civics class, and I don't think any of us really understood what was going on. And when I watched the footage on the television this week, I think I just felt numb. And so when I was reflecting on what is it that we can do here together today, what can this wonderful, sacred Sangha, this community of people, offer to each other? I think it's not answers, but space to feel whatever it is that has come up for you in the last few weeks. I'm not a politician. I'm not even much of an activist, as much as sometimes I might aspire to be a better one. But I can offer a space to accompany our grief, to be in community, in physical presence with each other, which is so rare and so special right now. And some support to truly open to whatever it is that you've experienced over the last few weeks. So why is this important? If we don't learn to accompany our emotions in a tender way and understand them, it makes it a lot harder to know what to do. Haju Sunam, our senior teacher here, has defined responsibility as response ability. We have the ability to respond. But if we can't see clearly, then it makes it a lot harder to know how to respond. And so it feels important to spend some time just practicing today with any emotions that may have come up for you. Responding requires clear seeing, fierce love, and the ability to express our wisdom. So just taking a moment, maybe closing your eyes, to land in the body. We can always come home to a source of stability through the breath and by being in contact with the earth. Maybe just doing a scan from the tip of the toes up through the top of the head. What physical sensations do you find? It could be tightness, heat, numbness. Investigating where in the body you may notice these sensations. With awareness and gentleness, inquire of the sensation. What is it that I am feeling? It can be helpful just to speak the name of the emotion in your mind. Pain, grief, anger, frustration, loneliness. In a few moments, we will work with these feelings through a guided practice. I wanted to say then, just before that, a couple of words. The core teachings of the Buddha began with the Four Noble Truths. This was the first kind of teaching that he gave after his awakening experience about 2,500 years ago. And the first noble truth is the truth that suffering exists. And when you first hear that, particularly if you're new to Buddhism, it might sound a little nihilistic, like, wow, so you're saying the point of life is just suffering? Well, what's that about? But it's not that life is suffering, but that suffering exists. I was reading a passage on the Four Noble Truths from a teacher in Britain, and he wrote that you could say that suffering might be the one thing that we all have in common as humans, which sort of changes your perspective on it a little bit. And we can also say that there is a difference between experiencing pain and experiencing suffering, because suffering is what drags us around, and pain is just the reality of that we might be going through, just like we might be going through joy. So if we are experiencing pain, we can learn to accompany it, to really know and understand it. And it does not mean that our hearts are any less broken. However, it allows us to respond from a deeper place of seeing clearly. So I would like to invite you to be supported in experiencing whatever may be coming up for you today. Just listening to the sound of my voice, I invite you to close your eyes. Maybe bringing one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly, so you can really feel the flow of breath in and out. As you become grounded, feeling the earth supporting you, touching you, feel its solidity. The earth is the witness to all of human history. All joy and all sorrow. Breathing all the way down into your seat bones. Feeling the breath flow throughout the whole body. You may wish to keep your hands in place or allow them to relax into your lap. Based on what you noted earlier in scanning the body for sources of experience, emotion, sensation. Go now to that place in the body-mind where you feel that emotion. Perhaps tightness in the chest. Perhaps tears. Perhaps emptiness, numbness. And if you encounter a sense of numbness, see if you can attune to the shape of it. Where are its edges? What is around that numbness? Just breathing with this sensation that you notice. See if you can hold it gently as if you were cradling an egg in the palm of your hand. If you feel any sense of overwhelm, even without opening your eyes, you can reach out energetically to feel the presence of bodies breathing around you. While breathing with this emotion, you might ask it, what is it that you need from me? As we breathe in, we accompany this emotion, this grief, anger, or despair. Breathing out any suffering we experience with this emotion, as if it were a mist. Perhaps the body-mind, at being acknowledged, has relaxed just a little bit. We may even find that any crust around the heart has softened enough to touch into compassion, into a wish for well-being for ourselves and others who are suffering. Perhaps at the heart center, just the slightest warmth, a true and authentic yearning. Breathing in, we experience our profound wish to be grounded, safe, and connected. Breathing out, we send this profound wish to other beings, like a beam of soft pink light. May you feel grounded. May you feel safe. May you feel connected. And finally, I wanted to share with you one of the passages from our liturgy book, the 10 Great Vows of Samantabhadra. And Samantabhadra is a bodhisattva figure. And in Mahayana Buddhism, which is where our lineage comes from, the bodhisattva figure is a being who, despite perhaps accruing great wisdom and knowledge and experience, stays in the world to help other beings and is undaunted by any hell realms that they may encounter. And so I wanted to read those to you. Ten Great Vows of Samantabhadra. 1. I will honor all Buddhas and never grow tired of it. 2. I will praise all Tathagatas and never grow tired of it. 3. I will make offerings to all Buddhas and never grow tired of it. 4. I will confess all my transgressions of the Dharma and never grow tired of it. 5. I will rejoice in the virtues and happiness of all beings and never grow tired of it. 6. I will request Buddhas to teach the Dharma and never grow tired of it. 7. I will request Buddhas to dwell in the world and never grow tired of it. 8. I will follow the Dharma and never grow tired of it. 9. I will always benefit all beings and never grow tired of it. 10. I will dedicate my own merits to the happiness and welfare of all beings and never grow tired of it. And to never grow tired of it doesn't mean that we don't experience exhaustion and pain. I think what it means is that our body and our life is much more immeasurable than we may think it is, and that there is a way to make offerings in any situation. And so perhaps you would like to take a moment now just to reflect on the coming week, month, season. What offerings do you have to give in any place of need? Thinking about the situations you may encounter, the people in your life. thinking about where you can be of help. What is your responsibility? You may wish silently in your mind to speak that word or phrase or intention so you do not forget it. Remembering that line from the poem by K.A. Hayes. Make us the brightness bent through shade, the thing or rush of things that makes an opening a way. Thank you all for being here today. We have a couple of minutes if there are any questions, comments, reflections. Thank you all for being here together for each other too. And it's okay if you don't have any comments. Okay, so Samoon, would you like to give a few announcements for today?
Sure.
Do you need the microphone?
I think I'll be okay.
Okay.
That was really wonderful just to have some time to be and reflect. I'll be taking care of my family quite a bit, and also have something to share that you all might want to consider taking part in. At the temple, we're now collecting food is our major project for the next couple of weeks to fill a shipping container and to send it to Ukraine to a refugee camp and help feed people. And we're doing this by collecting food here at the temple. You may have seen some of the sign-up sheets outside here too for various ways you could help out. There's a matter of helping process the food coming in. There's handing out flyers or maybe to certain events or certain people or certain groups. And we also need people to come and help pick up food from the locations where we have drop-offs. And this coming Sunday, the 5th, we're having a get-together from 1 to 4 here. And we're going to paint the shipping container and send messages of care and support and love to the people of Ukraine. And also, I believe we'll have music and drinks for sale, and all the proceeds go towards this. And we probably have a blessing, and it will be a wonderful afternoon. And if it rains, we can come in here. So please, if you want to be here, just consider it. It should be a wonderful event. And let's see. Other news of note, we have summer recess coming. We have this Sunday that I just mentioned as a 10 o'clock service. But then the next 4 will be, or I'll be on retreat. And that would be June 12th to July 3rd. But also I wanted to mention that if there are any families here that I think maybe there could be family members, we have a family service coming up on June 12th. So,
It's not happening.
oh, it won't happen. It's not happening this.
They're going to be folded into next week's.
Oh, I see. Oh, so family service and the service here, and also afterwards the get together will all be our service. Yoga classes. I wonder, are they still in process? They're still okay. And we have for probably several weeks yoga class here in this room on Tuesday evenings at 6:30. And let's see. I think things are kind of winding up. And then you can keep in touch with us too on a mailing list if your name's not on that. And maybe I'll see you here tomorrow. Let's see. Also, I had a few notes I wanted to mention to you. We have a work practice, as it's called here, on Saturdays from 3 to 5. And most of us, for most of the time, have been working in the garden, planting plants, harvesting plants. I think it's already time for some. So it'd be great if you want to come for that. It's also a day when we have a meditation group for BIPOC, people of Black, Indigenous, people of color, special meditation group here in this room at 3. So I did see lots of new people, and welcome. I'm glad you're here. Please stay a little bit after the service and have a chat and ask questions anyone that might be able to answer. And with that, I'll pass it back over to Jagwa.
Thanks. So just ending, as always, with the 4 great Bodhisattva vows. Please repeat after me. All beings, one body.
All beings, one body.
I vow to liberate.
I vow to liberate.
Blind passions, one root.
Blind passions, one root.
I vow to terminate.
I vow to terminate.
Dharma gates, one mind.
Dharma gates, one mind.
I vow to penetrate.
I vow to penetrate.
The great way of Buddha.
The great way of Buddha.
I vow to realize.
I vow to realize.
And we'll end with 3 vows, standing in front of the altar. The second rose. Okay. So if a couple of folks who are able to help could put away the mats and cushions that are the second row on each side, leaving the row touching the carpet.
Mike, did you have any announcement to make?
Dharma Recovery will meet in our old haunts today, which can be reached by that door and going down the stairs at noon.